주일날 4시 37분이 오후에 지나고 있습니다. 오늘 제가 영어예배를 갔다 와서 한수금 자고 어제 뉴욕타임즈를 스크랩 완료했고 오늘은 또 세상의 책들을 좀 읽겠습니다. How charts lie, getting smarter about visual information. According to rates of successes and failures at predicting the past. Predicting the paths of tropical storms and hurricanes, we know that the cone is designed to contain the central location 95% of the time, but just 67%. Broke millennials, stop scraping by and get your financial life put together. Man, I'm getting flashed. Flashed just thinking about it. The 100-year life, living and working in an age of longevity. As H found, they begin with the feeling of being out of sync, that the possible selves we are constructing are beginning to look more attractive than the current self. Everything is miscellaneous, the power of the new digital disorder. At this point in the development of the World Wide Web, hundreds of millions of people were online and billions of pages had been created. The leadership code, 5 rules to lead by. When leaders have it, others know it. When they don't, others avoid them. Now, discover your strengths, how to develop your talents, and those of the people you manage. Technically, the answer is yes, but in practical terms, no. Is there any significance to the order of my signature themes? The resilience factor. Another reason to break free from the beliefs that are bringing on excessive sadness is that the beliefs often cause us to withdraw from our friends and family. We feel passive and helpless and believe that we are just crummy company, but getting support from those who love you is absolutely necessary. Crummy. The Happy Book. I can no other answer make, but thanks and thanks. The speeches. All of the jobs in the future are going to be nice and clean in offices and on computers. Can we all get along? Following with the election and Take's narrow defeat in his quest for Bradley's former 10th District Council seat, he appointed Take to the board of the Southern California Rapid Transit District. Google resume, how to prepare for a career and land a job at Apple, Microsoft, Google, or any top tech company. Fluency in multiple languages is also highly desirable. The power of habit, why we do what we do and how to change. How do you take advantage of someone's habits without letting them know you are studying every detail of their lives? Search inside yourself. I am able to project that competence not because I make the effort to look competent, but because I have a sense of humor about my ego or my own sense of self-importance. What a paper boy learned about the business. Opportunities abound. Opportunities abound, but they are not always obvious, and an opportunity perfect for one person or for an organization may be irrelevant to others. succeeding as an entrepreneur. Ambitious veterans who'd made their market at heavyweights like the Clorox, P&G, and Quaker Oats sought us out precisely because they wanted their work to make a positive difference in the world. The shift, taking your life from ambition to meaning. All conflict, be they in our personal life or the larger world, stem from heading away from our source of being. Delivering knock your socks off for the service. And remember, the pure human contact people have with your organization, the more important each one becomes. Digital marketing for dummies. Access downloadable tools to put ideas into action, attracting robots. How to learn anything quickly. It is not, it is a learned, acquired skill. 52 things kids need from a mom. What mothers can do to make a lifelong difference. To tell them what she'd do differently, kids need their mom. And boy, do I have a list. Outrageous fortune, the 12 surprising trends that will reshape the global economy. And the hot country had to hope that its neighbors are doing these things too, so the heat that make them irritable and potentially threatening. If you can manage yourself strictly and with integrity, you don't have to manage those under you. Pass your driving test. Is your foot off the accelerator? Then press the clutch, grasp the lever, which far right is still in the third gear. Homecoming, reclaiming and healing your inner child. He was so tired of always having to be the star and the super achiever. Making a good brain great. Researchers in Rome used music therapy as an additional treatment for severely brain-injured patients. The Go-Giver, a little story about powerful business ideas. They must sell a lot of policies, whispered Joe. Public speaking. She sighed. Why do I always have to be the one that presents the boring information? She asked herself. Attention management. Break free from the myths of time management. How to create success and gain productivity every day. And the more frequently people experience that sense of progress, the more likely they are to be creatively productive in the long run. The inaugural address of the president. from George Washington to George W. Bush. Our revenue should always be large enough to meet with ease and promptness not only our current needs and the principal and the interest of the public debt, but to make proper and liberal provision for that most deserving body of public creditors, the soldiers and the sailors, and the widows and the orphans, who are the prisoners of the United States. Today we are rich, harnessing the power of total competence. Now we look at what it means to have confidence in yourself. How to make more time to enjoy your family. You'll need to strategize. Why men want sex and women need love. After a week or so, you will feel calmer and able to make a major decision about the future of your relationship. Those are statements of emotional support. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Once you master the concept on a day-to-day level, you'll be prepared to handle the more serious issues that confront you. Beyond the obvious, killer question that spark game-changing innovation. If your kid or assistant comes to you with an idea that sounds crazy, or an idea that you tried and failed with 10 years ago, pay attention to them. How would you move Mount Fuji? They generally take the form of A concluding that B will conclude that C will conclude that D will conclude, and so on. Unplug every day. Remember skipping. Greater than yourself. The ultimate lesson of true leadership. Under normal circumstances, if I knew I was going to take a guitar solo, I'd warm up a little first. Perfect practice for dealing with a difficult situation at work, but please no rush. Influence. In chapter 2, I told you about research into women's financial profiles. Persuasive presentation. Determine the right length for your presentation. People in your audience won't scold you for ending early, but they will for ending late. The elephant in the room. Well, I'm going to do it, I countered. The Naked Women, a study of the female body. It is striking this nerve that caused the stinging sensation, and for a moment incapacitate the arm in question. Squeezed. Why our families can afford America. They wanted to see their heroes getting back at these other people. Speaking. We expect the different excellencies from a story that from a letter. We hope for different enjoyment from a well-conceived essay than from a play. For instance, the macrobiotic and the natural low food diets are two totally different approaches. The magic of believing. The same hold true. The same hold true of apples to break the drinking habit and other habits. Selling real estate services. What is the first thing you do when you are awarded a deal? How to get things done without trying too hard. Ditto, if the family can eat off the table because it's still covered in shopping, don't do it yourself. The armchair economist, economics and everyday life. Those of us in the highest tax brackets, by and large, the richest Americans collect this the proportionate shares of the gift. Celebrity branding you. They want to get their hands dirty, and sometimes these unique business people are very possessive about their businesses. A 5-second rule. Transform your life, work, and competence with everyday courage. If you are not getting the results that you want, give the project some time, go focus your energy somewhere else, and then come back later with fresh eyes. Speak. Love your story. Your audience is waiting. Use your voice to step up your speaking game and the human game. Intimacy. Then she tapped on my chest and said again, into me you see, into me you see intimacy. And then I got it. Niche, the missing middle, and why business needed to specialize to survive. In fact, according to the sociologist, it is quite possible that this the omnivorous new audience might signify a new kind of cultural one-upmanship, that it is no less directed towards the demonstration of cultural and social superiority, that is, when set against the very restricted cultural styles of universe. start with why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take the action. He was not a perfect man. He had his complexities. Back to basics. A review of business priorities. Some employers still jealously guard what they see as their right to give more bonus to some and less to others. Life pigeon attitudes. How to grow forever better. Decide to be happy. Happiness is not a goal, it is a way of traveling. Inner science, the new science to unlock your brain's hidden power. When it comes to achieving financial, political, rational, spiritual, or other goals, if your subconscious beliefs about yourself don't match your conscious goals, the result is almost always neural dissonance. The 48-hour startup, from idea to launch in one weekend. But the truth is that if what you are offering is worthwhile, your customers should remain loyal, earning you a predictable income stream. The miracles of your mind. Are you ready to unlock your true potential? Do not be concerned with the details and the means, but know the end of the result. The 5 most important questions you will ever ask about your organization. The results of social sector organization are always measured outside the organization in changed lives and changed condition in people's behavior, circumstances, health, and hopes, and above all, in their competence and capacity. The 100 simple secrets of successful people. It's hazardous to your financial health and something I recommend only if you want to lose all your investment rather than making money. Fear. Fear is how to win your way in work and life. Chapter 6. How and why our brains create the fear. We are running late at night, and in your peripheral vision, you see the bushes rustle. You see the bushes rustle. The gaslight effect. How to spot and survive the hidden manipulation others use to control your life. You might be tempted to forget all the bad times and remember only the good ones. The 7 habits of highly effective people. If you plant 2 plants close together, the roots commingle and improve the quality of the soil so that both plants will grow better than if they were separated. Sprint. How to solve big problems and test new ideas in just 5 days. Sketch. It was Tuesday afternoon of blue-bottled sprint. Why people fail, the 16 obstacles to success, and how you can overcome them. With this group, you may spend only 10 minutes a week staying in contact, either with an email or a phone call, or by sending them something thoughtful. Around the world in 80 trades. I reassure him that I am in his hands and wouldn't dream of buying anything without checking with him first. Ten secrets for success and inner peace. With that sense of inner peace, you'll find yourself free of the negative energy of resentment, and you'll be able to live a life of contentment. You can be a stock market genius, uncover the secret hiding places of stock market profits. Sure, leveraged buyouts have been known to fail, and likewise, the value of some stocks have vaporized, but the payoffs on the ones that do work can more than make up for a few losers. The Transformative CEO, Impact Lessons from Industry Game Changers. Sell, sell, sell. Get out there and talk to potential buyers of your products and services to make sure that there is a need that you can really fulfill. Fight for your money. How to stop getting ripped off and save a fortune. Keep your receipt and the correspondence. How to make the one hell of a profit and still get to heaven. It's very powerful action. The Little Black Book of Success, Laws of Leadership for Black Women. Understand that some change will always happen and it should be expected. Money Rules, the simple path to lifelong security. Don't budget while you are dieting. Don't diet when you are budgeting. Instead, prioritize and take them in turn. Public speaking for dummies. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Public speaking skills. Engage your audience right from your very first word. Opening up all your resonators. Chapter 13. good vibration, resonance. Resonance involves how something, in this case your body, amplifies sound. Quit like a millionaire. No gimmicks, luck, or trust fund are required. 3 years later, not only have we not gone bankrupt, our net worth has grown to $1.3 million, despite our having to make a withdrawal during the 2015 oil crisis. In short, we built a rocket ship. Being beautiful, the owner's manual to inner and the outer beauty. And to tie the health and the money issues together, people have been shown to be more likely to deal with financial stresses by engaging in unhealthy behaviors. Business plans for dummies. Guidance on managing more than one product. Realize your long-term goals. Understand what you want from your business and where you are headed. Map out a realistic business plan from scratch and see your business vision become a reality. Need a hand with your business strategy? At the same time, it shook up its top management, splitting the company into 2 separate global units, food and home and personal care. How to be useful, a beginner's guide to not hating work. Some went to colleges that impress people, others attended schools that don't impress. And when individuals from these 2 factions meet, assumptions about respective intellectual capacities tend to get made. Heal your body. I am safe. I trust fully in the process of life. Life is for me. Execution, the discipline of getting things done. He demands that the organization use all of its capabilities to make the money. Zero to zillionaire, more than make up for the price of the dinner. However, P, who just happened to be in the neighborhood on his way home from slaying the M, so A and fell in love with her, so he killed C and rescued her. Content rules, how to create killer blogs, podcast videos, ebooks, webinars, and more that engage customers and ignite your business. Broad reaching, which means you can accommodate far more people too. The promise of a pencil, how an ordinary person can create extraordinary change. He spent days up at my parents' house, playing in the pool, practicing dance moves in the mirror, and challenging us to games of one-on-one in the driveway. The Doodle Revolution. I am giddy. I am giddy. Hawaii. Although not difficult, it's an uphill work and the conditions can be hot and windy. Pity the billionaire. And so she, the leader of the workout, delivers an ultimatum over the radio. Workout. Lincoln on leadership. Many contemporary leaders view negotiation as a lack of decisiveness, but they forget the words of John F. Kennedy, who reminded us that compromise need not mean of cowardice. The scientific approach to getting healthier as you get older. Those with higher levels of fiber-feeding bacteria in their gut were found to be 5 times less likely to develop viral pneumonia or bronchitis. The Tiny Book of Tiny Stories. The Invisible Museum of Imaginary Artifacts. Your money and your brain. If the person doesn't know what you mean or cannot clearly explain the result, hang on to your wallet. Take the stairs. 7 steps to achieving true success. It is a privilege, not a sacrifice, to pay the price for my dreams. All in. How the best managers create a culture of belief and drive big results. Take the case of one restaurant chain that has experienced outstanding growth during a time when so many of its peers have either struggled or gone out of business. Day trading for dummies, solid advice on quick action trading. The following is a list of some common indicators with definition. The zigzag principle. The road to success is never a straight line. The goal-setting strategy that will revolutionize your business and your life. When we talk about his option, my friend was amazed that He could take control of his own destiny and move from the constraint, "I'm going to spend the rest of my life drilling teeth" mindset to the "I can actually pursue my beacon in the fog" mindset. Rome was not built in a day. Riches do not come in a few hours. People buy you. The real secret to what matters most in business. His singular focus was to learn questioning methodology. Lead with a story, a guide to crafting business narratives that captivate, convince, and inspire. Is this how the many unfortunate incidents start? With the distraction of a child? The dollarization discipline, how smart companies create customer value and profit from it. Chapter 17, Dollarization and the Commodity Myth. But rather than dismiss the commodity myth, let's explore its roots and what can be done about it. Life's greatest lesson. Kind words cost little but accomplish much. When I started my teaching career at age 25, a colleague who was about 8 years older took me under his wing. The 2,548 best things anybody ever said. Always look out for number one and be careful not to step in number two. Keep sharp. Build a better brain at any age. If you are destined to develop a disease like Alzheimer's, time is of the essence. Rejection proof. How I beat the fear and became invincible through 100 days of rejection. The occasion was the third annual World Domination Summit, a dynamic event built as a gathering of creative, interesting people from all over the world. The story of you. But at age 36, Tim became a father, which introduced this really important season of self-discovery. Understanding global trade. The chapters of this book were organized with this historical progression in mind, emphasizing the response of the profession to new evidence and changing circumstances. So goes Maine, so goes the nation. As Maine goes, so goes the nation. The top 50 question kids ask. Self-reflection is important for your child's physical and emotional safety. Uncontrolled risk. uncontrolled risk is the definitive story behind the great credit crisis. Internal campaign. As Lehman came out of the crisis and the stock rebounded, employees were rewarded handsomely. Cracking the success code. You can also contact our directory with any question at Rising Strong. Ironically, I always want people, especially mental health professionals, not to be seduced into believing that they can manage these moments simply because they've learned how they work. We call shame the master emotion for a reason. Managing your boss. At times, this means reminding people that although they work less, part-timers also earn less. Perfect praises for performance review. Wear t-shirts with unacceptable slogans despite the request to stop. The power of body language, how to succeed in every business and social encounter. As soon as we see a button bulge, we start thinking along more sexual lines. And while some appeal to men's evolutionary procreative drive can help your cause, overt the sexual overtones are likely to damage your credibility in all situations other than a bar. Why bright the kids get poor grades and what you can do about it. Because they perceive themselves as different. The children would like that, compounded by exceptions made for them based upon their unique characteristics. Could you extend the deadline because my story is so creative? Eat their lunch. Ask the question, who will be supportive of the kind of change we are recommending here, and when can we bring them into this conversation? Smarter, faster, cheaper. When your name comes across someone's screen or phone, is the reaction, not a game. The great demographic reversal, aging societies, waning inequality, and an inflation revival. Nevertheless, all the three alternatives, that is inflation, renegotiation, and default, are costly and undesirable. Wake up and live. This book will help you reach your goals and achieve success. Nothing can be further from the truth. Good economics for hard times. Of course, what this calculation miss is that as some tasks get automatized and the need for humans get relieved, people can be put to work elsewhere. Self matters, creating your life from the inside out. You don't have to win, you just want to win. So watch the ball, move your feet, and play proud. On AI, analytics, and the new machine age, strategic moves. These six of the business models are not mutually exclusive. A company might find value in both greater variation and greater complexity. What I didn't learn in business school, how strategy works in the real world. With regard to upstream manufacturing, which would you recommend, make, buy, or ally? Why? Prediction machines. The simple economics of artificial intelligence, but determining what constitutes good enough is a critical decision. Crucial conversation. They are both totally frank and completely respectful. Solve for happy, engineer your path to joy. Every single thing we do has a point of balance. Mission larger than itself and its own interest. How to thrive in the digital age. These questions concern not only those actions we attempt to perform simultaneously, but also how much we are prepared to delegate to digital technologies in our lives, and the degree to which we are willing to outsource not only communication, but an increasing number of aspects of ourselves. The 22 immutable laws of marketing. Violate them at your own risk. There are three things to sacrifice: product line, target market, and constant change. Say English golden words. He who believes is strong, he who doubts is weak. Strong conviction precedes greater action. In 1940, fewer than 4,000 Americans were more than 100 years old, but by 1986, nearly 40,000 reached that milestone. Live and in person. ABC News, The Vampire Chronicles. To be honest, I had fallen into a depression of sort. For example, the message may read, P take cab. screw calm and get angry. He that dies pays all debts. Master your time, master your life. The breakthrough system to gain more riches faster in every area of your life. The more important the solution is to your company or to you personally, the more regularly you should check to make sure that everything is being done on time and on budget. Wise men say nothing in dangerous times. Intelligence, the creative response to now. Again, something of very great importance to be remembered. Each child is born intelligent. Principles of language learning and the teaching. Students expect to learn how to learn. The power of self-confidence. Become unstoppable, irresistible, and operate in every area of your life. In growing, this group or tribe would trigger another, even larger challenge, usually aggression from other tribes. Deal with the challenge effectively. Effortless. Make it easier to do what matters most. In hindsight. Steve admits, my mistake was even worse than hiding someone I didn't trust. Smarter living. Your chimney should be inspected annually and cleaned periodically, depending upon how often you use it, according to the National Fire Protection Association. Born for this, how to find the work you are meant to do. The rest of the 500-page paperweights are left sitting in the lobby until someone finally shows up to remove them, presumably to a landfill or at least a recycling center. Paperweights. Tom Peters reimagine business excellence in a disruptive age. The entire basis for creating value is up for grabs. The power of TED. Really smart and helpful information about stronger, saner, and healthier ways of behaving. Each person I met and each experience I had while I was dating helped me get clear about the kind of relationship I wanted. foragers stoically accepted social hardship. Farmers persuaded themselves that things could always be better if they worked a little harder. Attitudes are the 101. Recognize how individuals' attitudes impact their performance. While success always starts with failure, adapt. This was the LMX spiral, and it nearly destroyed the venerable. Insurance market laws. Eat the smarter. Use the power of food to reboot your metabolism, upgrade your brain, and transform your life. As far as your brain is concerned, it's expensive to keep the lights on upstairs, and Harvard researchers affirmed that the brain will gradually confiscate half of the sugar energy into your body. The 80-20 principle, the secret to achieving more with less. Occasionally, he would take a few colleagues aside to the one quiet room and explain what he wanted everyone to do, not once, not twice, but 3 times, in life-threateningly tedious detail. How to get control of your time and your life. Discover how to set your priorities, manage your life, and achieve your goals. Who reads hobby magazines? Control your destiny or someone else at will. Control your destiny or someone else will. Face reality as it is. You can heal your life. There is also the A method, bioenergetics. Empty nesters. 101 stories about surviving and thriving when the kids leave home. Parents and the children learning to separate. Every increased projectional loss us with a new weariness, overstuffed. Smarter growth. How to grow your people. to grow your company ecosystem. In nature, nothing exists alone. The digital matrix, new rules for business transformation through technology. Similarly, Netflix and Amazon Web Services compete on video on demand. At the same time, they cooperate on video streaming. Management secret. I love strawberries, but fish love worms. So when I go fishing, I bait my hook cut with worms. Getting things done, the art of stress-free productivity. Bottom line, the tickler file demands only 1 second per day new behavior to make it work, and it has a payoff value exponentially greater than the personal investment. Tickler. Not your parents' money book. All in all, some pretty good answers. Getting unstuck, a simple step to solving any problem. This is all the more reason to try to understand his point of view. I've been dating a guy for 2 years, and we've been living together for a year and a half. The giants of sales. That's not a reason to abandon a process-oriented approach to selling, but it does suggest that we may need more flexibility in our process, different process to shoot different kinds of buyers. Beautiful boy, a father's journey through his son's addiction. There is no news for another week, and then Nick calls his godfather, who invites him over to his house near Twin Peaks. The power of positive attitudes, discovering the key to success, providing clear direction.